from the Americas, the South Florida Bulls, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Bulls will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Florida's offense will go to work first. I know Bo Nix has the single-season completion record, but this guy may make a run for it if he has many more games like the last one, David.
It was crazy. I mean, it was interesting to watch, man. Just in a rhythm, not fooled, like just so confident, knew his answers to the test before the questions were even asked. And defensively, that presents a huge challenge. And Jesse, how do you want to attack him? Because something has to change after that last game we saw.
Yeah, I think one of the big keys for him having that kind of day and that kind of accuracy was his offensive line gave him a lot of time to survey the field and throw darts. So if you're on defense here, you've got to find a way to disrupt his rhythm. You've got to be able to get pressure on him. You don't necessarily have to get him to the ground and sack him, but the ball has got to come out early. You cannot let him sit.
Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Clark. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Now he's looking to throw it. With the Cats, it's Ball. There he goes. Touchdown, Gator. A great catch and run for 6.
I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the USF Bulls offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Brown will throw it. Looking left. It's complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Looking for room. It's Isaac. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Bulls racing to the line in a hurry up. They'll run play action. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. pick six. He'll have to settle for getting it inside the 30.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The inside handoff. It's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. To the ground with the back. They stop him at the 23. Good pickup, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll bring up fourth down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to do it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Brown wants to pass. Moving out of the pocket. Kept it and he's past the marker. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And the Bulls in the hurry-up.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession,
he lobs one high down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 15. After that huge play right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. There's a heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think he'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
The give from the gun. He's pulled down after a tough one, gets it to the 6. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Lets it fly. Touchdown Bulls. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
and I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back.
There he goes. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Finds his man. It's Daniels. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback making adjustments. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Scanning the field, it's Flagway. Rolls it in. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
They'll leave it with him. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Got it, looking for a first. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line. A mere yard away from Pater. The Gators want to move quickly. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida!
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Baylor sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Waco. That's how much they took the crowd out of it. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They stop him almost immediately, short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Offense gets set for second down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Brown will throw it. On the run, still looking. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Bulls are on the move.
And, man, that's impressive because I feel like this QB, he knew it, Reese. Like, he knew exactly where he needed to get to. He drops back. He wants to pass the football, but he's like, I got plenty of space to get the first down with a little extra, makes that decision, and gets the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They're going to run it. Breaks into the open. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Bulls will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Slams ahead. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up. Brown wants to pass. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
You got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. He'll try to power it in. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got to play you practice all week.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, South Florida.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They send the tight end in motion. Give to the running back. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Complete downfield. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level. And with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. Shakes off the defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate.
Turning it on. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. It won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the 1st down.
The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Got his man quickly. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys better.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
He just matriculated the ball down the field. Didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Leaves it with the running back. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. The Bulls headed quickly to the line.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. play fake. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got him right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react to getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
The Gators will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how to...
Trying to get it in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Florida!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 8. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Complete to start this drive. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Bulls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gets the back moving. Brown will throw it. Quick strike complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fakes the grab. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Looking to throw again. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. He didn't give away anything running that route, got to the top of it, and got himself open.
Yeah, that's a great job. When you see man-to-man and you know you got your receiver out wide that can win, wait till he sticks that foot in the ground, makes the play. Now you put some air underneath that football, and you know your receiver.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
The Bulls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to go up top in times running out in the half. That's caught. It's Nimrod. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Brown wants to pass. He wants it all. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, USF.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Texas pulled out the victory on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those players there in Austin. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking for a gap. It's Clark. Gets it past the marker. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking for a huge play. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. He's not afraid to go deep. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to our men in the swamp.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Gators will boot it away to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Alexis. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And the Bulls want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Gator fans love to see their teams line up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
The offense. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Tight end now in motion. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Here's the handoff. And some room to work. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
You're gonna make everything happen.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, the running back has it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense, kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. To the ground. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. On the run, it's Jackson. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
2 runs, and this defense has been physical, giving up absolutely nothing. Palmer, what's your passing play I think you go to here?
No, I like moving the pocket at this point, Pollock, and also maybe thinking about the tight end on a crossing route. You can kind of get through the traffic, come out the other side.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll bring it out. It's Alexis. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, Dave.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Brown will throw it. Makes the grab on the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. The Bulls will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First play of the drive comes from the 22. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Didn't get much on first down in 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
On the run, it's Clark. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Flagway. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly complete. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that one.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gator!
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Shoots it to the left. He's got it. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. And the Bulls will hustle to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wide out to either side. Grab wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Singleton. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. The Bulls are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. After the first down completion, it's second and short.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Back to pass. This time it's complete. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. And he dropped it. Just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. A shot toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
The defense is in...
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Got his man on the right. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7.
What's important in this game, this offense, gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Pulls it in. It's Brown. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
They kick it away on fourth down. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. From the gun, running back on the move.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
The Bulls moving quickly to the line. Reads it, fires complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Brown will throw it. Fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. The problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we could put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Using his legs, it's Jackson. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The give on the inside. Oh, he's got some space. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A first down run on the doorstep. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida!
I gotta say, the mental toughness that showing early this season is real impressive, and going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Well, nice job that time by the defense locking in. You've seen earlier in this drive, this quarterback make some plays with his feet. That time, though, the defense was ready for it. They weren't able to sack him right away, but they stuck with him, forced him to scramble. They're able to get to him and bring him down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could